All right, we are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to PrimeXBT Academy. We are live. We got some insane volatility in the crypto market. As you know, some really interesting moves in the market. Super happy to have you all here. While you are looking at this, remember to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. It's a very small gesture from you guys, but it means the world to us. So what are we going to do today? Well, today I want to be talking about the overall market condition with a specific focus on the crypto market. And what we see right here is our PrimeXBT crypto futures platform that we're going to be trading on live right here, right now. So remember, guys, if you have any questions, make sure that you ask them right in the chat. What's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good. If you have any questions and requests, let me know in the comments. So we know that some of the biggest happenings currently in the market, if you remember, back a couple of weeks ago, we had obviously the I'm not gonna say trade war, right? We're gonna trade disagreement. Let's keep it at that. With Trump coming out with the tariffs, right? Now that shook the whole market. We saw, indices absolutely plummeting. We saw, surprisingly, Bitcoin holding up very, very strong, while the S&P 500 was breaking some clear structure. Now we had the Secretary of Treasury in the US coming out talking with a more positive tone towards China and the trade relationships. Now, obviously, as you know, that caused a lot of volatility in the global markets and especially in the crypto market, because we're watching Bitcoin right here on screen. And we can clearly see here, this is BTC USDT on PrimeXBT here. You can clearly see that we had some really strong moves to the upside, and we are kind of flirting with that. I'm not going to say we're, about to go into all-time highs, but we're definitely flirting with that high time frame resistance, potentially, getting us a nice push to the upside and potentially taking us into that price discovery. So what I'm going to do here, I just want to, zoom out a little bit. I want to look at the weekly before we go into lower time frames, before we start marking out some levels and potentially looking at something to trade here. I want to look at the weekly here, and I want to do a quick poll in the comment section right now. So I want to do a poll in the comment section. I'm going to ask you guys a question. So make sure that if you're watching on Twitter, or as we have to call it X now, right? It's X. It's not Twitter. It's X. Okay, so if you're on X, go over to YouTube. Okay, go over to YouTube, PrimeXBT Academy. I'm gonna be posting a poll right now in the comment, and I want you to simply go in there, and I want you to answer that poll. And the question is this: are you bullish or are you bearish on Bitcoin? Are you bullish or are you bearish on Bitcoin? Simple question, simple answer. Let me know in the comments if you are bullish or bearish on Bitcoin. I'm starting a poll right now, and I want to look at the results. I want to look at how many of you are bullish here and how many of you are bearish. And also remember, when answering this question, remember what were you down here? Were you bullish? Were you bearish? Well, let me tell you this. Structure-wise, not really a huge difference between this level and that level, because listen, Bitcoin on the higher time frames, on the longer term scale, is immensely bullish from a high time technical perspective. I'm not talking about fundamentals here. We all know what Bitcoin is fundamentally, and the fundamentals of Bitcoin has not changed. It's not changing. The only thing that's changing is how the world is looking on Bitcoin and how Bitcoin is reacting to the overall risk sentiment. All right, we got one. I think this is the only guy being bearish on Bitcoin right now. Welcome, everyone. We see a lot of people coming in here, so welcome, everyone. Happy to have you all in here. While you're here, make sure to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. The live streams that we're doing right here, we look at them, we see the more likes we have. If you like this one, well, obviously we're going to do more like this one. So make sure that you do hit that like if you have not already. And guys, let me know in the comment, where are you from? I want to know. I know that PrimeXBT, we're a big global community, but I want to know in the comments where you guys are from. So hit me out in the comments with where you're tuning in from right now. Myself, I'm in Scandinavia. I'm in Sweden. And it's a pretty good weather here. No, actually, I went down to the office and it was sunny. I look outside and it's raining. I take that back. It's pretty bad weather out here. But something that's not bad, that's the market structure on Bitcoin. This is absolutely amazing right here. Get higher highs, higher lows, and weekly looks absolutely fantastic right here. Right, we got Pakistan, we got Nigeria. All right, so are you're bearish on Bitcoin? Like, all right. So do we have anyone else from Nigeria being bearish on Bitcoin here? I'd love to see that. Let me know in the comments where you guys are from. Okay, so we're going to look at the poll. What is the poll telling us right now? 94% is bullish on Bitcoin. Yeah, no surprise right there. I wonder the reason for those 6%. Okay, we've got Indonesia, Pakistan. Another one for Pakistan. No, this is the same person. Okay, take that back. Now, let's start with some trading right here. So what I like to do when I first start my trading session, I like to go in and I like to look at this little tab here to the left. Pull that up. These are the crypto futures available. And I like to hit that little 24-hour percentage right here to know where you have the outliers, the gain-wise. We can see right here that, not very surprisingly, we got BNB, we got Bitcoin at the top. One altcoin that I want to talk about today, which I really think is quite interesting because it's showing a very different market structure than any other coins out there. And the coin that I'm talking about is TRX. First, I want to show you one coin where it has a typical market structure they can see on altcoins on the higher time frames. We're going to look at Link. That's Chainlink right here. One product that I'm personally quite fond of. I like it from a fundamental perspective as well. I just want to mention, of course, this is not financial advice we're giving out here. This is strictly educational and informational purposes. So any of the trades that I'm taking here, not supposed to follow. All right, guys, you're not supposed to follow. You're supposed to look at this. You're supposed to get motivation and inspiration for your own trading. I want you guys to get onto the platform and do your own analysis. Okay, start doing that technical analysis. Okay, so look at Chainlink right here. Look at Chainlink. Now, this is a typical altcoin chart with a lot of booms and bust cycles right here. Nice. We got a lot of people coming into the live stream right here. So let's activate that YouTube algorithm. Everyone who has not hit that like, let's make sure to hit that like so we can activate that YouTube algorithm and tell everyone on YouTube, hey guys, get into this live stream. We're doing live trading. We're trying to ride the waves of volatility that is the crypto market. Okay, so this is Chainlink, up and down. You all know the story. Chainlink, altcoins up and down. Now look at TRX. Now I want you all to notice the difference between the chart of Chainlink. The first one, let's go to Atom, another one. Pretty much. Okay, this is a downtrend, but pretty much the same with a lot of ups and downs, right? But look at TRX. Now this is simply incredible, and I would love to if anyone is in the comments right now and they're actively investing in TRX or trading TRX, what do you think this is? Why do you think that TRX is one of the few altcoins out there that has been in an uptrend, I believe, for almost 1,000 days? and it's about to break out of a range that we have traded in since January this year. And that's major. That's a big thing, right? Why is this happening? Because for me, honestly, TRX kind of went under the radar. This is very interesting stuff right here. So I'm going to be placing a trade on TRX today, most likely. Again, I'm not here to give you trade setups. I'm here to help you guys, all right? And I'm here to show you the power of some simple trading techniques. And I'm going to be here for the next 50 minutes or so. So take the time, make sure that you ask all your questions in the comment. I'm going to bring them up and help you out. Any questions at all? Okay, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at TRX. Now covered. We got that powerful uptrend right here, higher highs and higher lows. I absolutely love what I'm seeing right here. And then a powerful move to the upside right here at the end of last year in December. It went down and it recovered quite nicely, I must say. We're going to go into daily. I'm also going to be adding some indicators right here. Two indicators that I like to have on my chart is moving averages, exponential moving averages. By the way, the difference between exponential moving averages and moving averages, if anyone knows that, let me know in the comments. I'm going to be adding one exponential, two exponential. The ones that I like to track is the 20 and the 50. The 20 and the 50. So we're going to be adding the 20. We're going to be adding the 50. Some people say you have to go with the 21. You have to go with the 55. Doesn't matter. 21, 20, not a big difference. But the big difference, though, when you're trading based on technicals and you're using certain indicators, now, obviously, you want to know, is it working? How do you know if it's working? You do back testing, you forward testing, you do live trading, and you look at the results, you look at the stats. That's the only way to know if it's working. If I can tell you that something is working, but don't trust me, you do your own testing. We're going to be adding the 20 and 50 EMA. Now, we're in the sideways range right here, and especially on the daily, the EMAs, it doesn't matter. The EMAs is useless in a range. But what's interesting here is from a technical perspective, I really like what we're seeing right here because we are breaking above a, let's see if we can get the rectangle tool right here. Where do we have that one? We have that not here. Let's see. Where's the rectangle tool? How do I not find that one? Am I blind? Yeah, I got the lights here in the office. Look, if I turn them off, it's gonna be black. They're so bright, it's blinding me. I can't even find the rectangle tool right here. Supposed to be right there. It is. Okay, Alt-Shift-R. Yeah, that's right. I'm a lot of times I'm using the shortcut. No idea why I didn't use that one now. Okay, so we're adding a rectangle right here as a support and resistance zone. We're going to be adding a simple horizontal line. We're going to be pressing for that. We're going to be pressing Alt plus H right where we have the cursor right here. Alt plus H, that adds a horizontal level. Now, what we see here is some pretty good price action right here. I really like the fact that we get above this resistance zone, and it's been keeping price down, and we went below it in January the beginning of this year. Now that final resistance is that level right here. We're going to be adding another rectangle here just to make sure that, yeah, I think this is the level. Okay, so now we got our structure on the daily. We know that we're trading between two interesting levels right here, and all right, let's do this. How's our poll doing? 97% says bullish on Bitcoin. Yeah, we're going to end that poll. I think it's fair to say that most of you are bullish on Bitcoin. So we got the levels on the daily here. We're going to be looking down on the 4 hours. We go from the weekly to the daily down to the 4 hour right here. And we see a fairly bullish structure. And what I mean by a Fairly bullish structure is that, we got higher highs and higher lows. There's no complaining about this. We got a very, very nice bounce on the 20 EMA. And this is exactly what I want to see when I have the 20 and the 50 EMA on the chart. I want to see a trend, and I want to see that those lows bouncing on that 20 EMA right here. I think there might actually be potential for upside here on TRX. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to be adding the Fibonacci retracement tool from that low up to that high. And we can also go in here into the settings and adjust some of the things here, because I'm not going to use all of these levels, right? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove these ones, so we get a cleaner dot right here. I'm going to remove the 0 as well. I'm going to remove that one. The ones I'm really interested in really is the 50% and the 0.618. This area, I love that area. That's the area between the 0.618 and the 50% fib right here. Look at that. Bounce on the 20 EMA, bounce on that level right here. We got a doji candle right on the level. Tells us that there's indecision between buyers and sellers. And when it's happening at support, that's a lot of times a reversal signal, something to be considered to be bullish. We're on the 4-hour right here. We're going to go down to the 1 hour to see if we could perhaps join the move that we're seeing right now, or wait for a slight retracement on this move that we're seeing right now. But, I want to be looking at the lower time frames. Okay, so on the 1 hour right here, we're going to remove that one. We're going to be adding another level because I see that we could potentially be hitting a resistance zone right here. Okay, we're going to go down to the 15-minute. 50-minute, we got a lot of bullish momentum right here into that level. We're going to be adding a horizontal level right here. I'm holding down H and pressing, I'm holding down Alt and pressing H. We got a level right here. Okay, so we're between that level. We're trading between that level and this level right here. This is our battlefield, right? This is where we're going to be making our moves. Okay, we got a breakout right here. I'm going to go long right here, right now at market. How much am I going to be buying? I'm going to start with 1,000. I'm putting in a buy right here. I want to be putting my TP. Yeah, that's 1,000. That's way too little. Let's put in 200,000. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got that one right there, and this is a netting account. So you can choose between netting and you can obviously choose between netting and right here, as you can see, it should be popping up on screen right here. You can choose between netting and hedging mode. Now, hedging is it's a little bit more advanced. It's where you can go long. Now, hedging is recommended, but not for beginners. Okay. But you should get to know the hedging, the idea of hedging and what that does. So what you can do with hedging is you can open one long position and one short position at the same time on the same asset. And they're going to pop up at the bottom right here. They're going to pop up here as separate positions. Now I entered 2 orders for TRX with netting mode, which means that every order that I'm adding to this is going to be added to this position, and I'm going to be managing it like one position. So if I add 10,000 more TRX right here, you see that it gets filled on this one right here, and the orders for this is the same. So what we're doing right here is we're trading TRX to the upside as an anticipated breakout trade. You can see we're getting up here. We're up right now $13. That's getting me a coffee. Well, okay, maybe 2 coffees in Sweden. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that expensive. $20. If I can buy my son some Lego. Okay, we're getting higher up here, looking good. Can we get some momentum coming here on the 1 minute? Should I secure this position? I want to be waiting for a structure to be found here. Guys, we're getting a lot of people coming into the live stream. Welcome everyone to PrimeXBT Academy. while you're waiting, there's this thing on YouTube, very important. Pay attention now. Listen to what I'm saying. It's the like button. And for me, it's one of the most important things in the world. If you hit that one, you're doing me a favor, a big favor. Okay, it's a small gesture from you, but it means everything to me. Because it tells me that you like me. Okay, we're making some money right here. We're up $30. Feel like I could probably retire, you know? Feel like it could probably retire soon. All right, we're got the momentum going right here. I'm using a very wide stop loss, as you can see right here, very wide stop loss, but I'm not gonna, the stop loss here is for safer measures. If there's like insane volatility coming into the market, I wanna make sure that I get out of the stop loss and it's not gonna continue lower. All right, looking good right here. We're gonna start securing that position. We're gonna be moving our stop loss below that low right here. We're now looking at some decent profits right here. Are we going to, what are we going to do here? We're not going to close this one, are we? Now we're going to be zooming out a little bit here because we want to know, like, what is that level really doing? Okay, I'm going to close the trade right here and I'll explain why I closed the trade right here. Okay, it's closed. How much did we make on that one? What's a quick $76? We made 23% on that one. Let me tell you why I closed that one and why I made the decision right when I saw this. Okay, so now that we're out of the trade, we can calm down, drink some water. Man, I talk a lot. So I need a lot of water. Okay, so you see, we hit that level up here. I'm gonna, and now it's retracing. Okay, so the level that we saw, or I saw, or we saw, you probably saw as well, is that level right here. Now, we looked at the upper green line first. We looked at that upper green line first, but then we hit that. We have a zone here, right? We have a zone. We can encapsulate the area between these two levels. And if we take it all the way down or all the way to the right, where we had our trade just now, you will see that most likely price hit the very low of that zone before retracing. Yeah, look at that. It came into that level. We managed to take profit right at that rejection, and now it's getting back to our entry area. Now what we're doing here is we're waiting for some type of bullish reaction to perhaps get in a new trade right here. If we have a bullish reaction here, I want to be buying. I'm going to go long right here on TRX. I'm going to be adding one position right here. Let's see. But if I add stop loss down here, that's good. Okay. We're going to look at perhaps averaging into a position right here. This is just going to be a small trade. Or we're going to be averaging in right here. What we want to do is we want to see some I'm adding one more position right here. We want to see some bullish reaction coming in at this level right here. Look at that. Good. Good reaction. Obviously, it's a very small position. We got momentum. We got volume confirming the move, right? We got volume confirming the move. You might look at this and you might say, okay, you're up $4. That's nothing. And I would agree. But if you're taking a lot of trades like this, it's going to be adding up. And then, of course, I didn't really do any proper position size calculations here, which I should have, obviously. And I'm also trading on the cross margin right here, which means cross margin 100. So I'm using my whole available all of my available funds for leverage right here. So got to be careful with that. Like if I want to, I can go in with my whole account, which means, you know, probably going to be, you know what? So a good question right here. So it's so hard to predict crypto. Not going to be easy for a beginner, right? Okay, so trading the way I'm trading right here. Now, I've been in this industry for 8 years. I'm a full-time trader. I'm doing this. I'm not only looking at this screen right here. I got multiple other screens looking at other time frames for TRX as well. So while I'm looking at the 1 minute right here, I'm also I got my eyes on a 5 minute, 50 minute, and also have one screen here with the 10-second chart. That's kind of like when you're looking at the 10-second chart or the sub 1 minute, it's like you're getting a feel for the orders coming into the market and you're getting a feel for that liquidity. Now, that is something, and this is trading based on my knowledge of technical analysis, but also from a type of intuitive perspective. That is going to take a long time to understand, okay? But one thing that is not very difficult is understanding trends, okay? What is an uptrend? If I ask you what's an uptrend, you would say, it's when the market goes up. Oh, yeah, that's right. But how do you identify that? And you would probably say higher highs and higher lows. Easy, isn't it? That's the trends that you want to be buying. The question then becomes, where do you want to be buying? You want to be buying at support, right? You want to be buying at support. You want to be selling at resistance. In theory, trading based on technical analysis is actually very, very simple. It's very, very simple. The biggest issues come when you have to make decisions. All right, you got to make quick decisions, and you're gonna, should I stay in the trade? Should I exit? That has more to do with the mental side of things. Trading isn't really that difficult. Okay, it's not really that difficult. Look at TRX right here. We had a breakout, we buy. We had a retest of support, we buy. And where do we sell? We sell at resistance. The difficult thing is, what happens if the market comes down and hits the stop loss? We take another trade, it hits the stop loss again, hits the stop loss again. 5 times in a row, it's going to hit that stop loss. Then what happens, you know? I can't really give you any advice on what you should buy and where you should buy and things like that. But one thing that you might want to be doing with when trading, something simple. All right, guys, something simple. Just add that 20 EMA and the 50 EMA. As you can see right here, I got 2 EMAs on the chart. Let's remove the volume right here. Yeah. Thank you, man. I am also I'm also hoping that I win this trade. I'm happy that you're rooting for me. You know what? Let's put up a poll. Let's pull up a poll. Will Jonatan's trade hit TP or not? Let's see. Gotta hurry. I'm gonna be adding that poll. I gotta hurry before I get stopped out here. Let's see. I want you all to go into the comment section. Okay, go into the comment section, the chat in YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitter, X, then you know what to do. Go over on YouTube. That's the place to be. Go over to YouTube and vote on the poll that I'm about to set up right now. Will it hit TP? Yes or no? It's gonna hit TP, yes or no? Should I add another position to this? No. I mean, it's not a lot of, you know what? While we wait for this one, let's see if we can get to another market. Okay, so we've got TRX to the left. Let's see if we can, okay, let's look at BNB. We got positive movement on BNB. It seems like BNB is relatively strong right here. So we got BNB to the right, we got TRX to the left. 100% says I'm gonna hit TP. You know, the contrarian in me, it's not like that, right? It's not like that. If everyone thinks price is gonna go up, where is price going to go? Remember, a lot of people, like the majority of traders, are not profitable. So if we all think it's going to go up, either we're all in here just absolutely awesome, or we have a problem with the price right now. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, we got BNB right here. The fact that I like BNB is currently in the list here. It's the only one with a positive return on the day. Right, we got a lot of people coming in here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So what we're doing here is we're live trading. We're trading crypto futures right here on the wonderful PrimeXBT. So I've been trading with PrimeXBT for I think 7 years. So I've been with PrimeXBT for a very long time, and the recent updates that we're seeing here on the futures platform is amazing. I mean, look at how nice it is to trade, how easy it is. You know, I absolutely love it. Okay, TRX is moving higher. We have a potential breakout on BNB right here. I'm gonna be just making that TRX chart just a little bit smaller so we can just look at that TP hitting on TRX. What I'm gonna do here is first I want to get a idea of what BNB is doing on the daily. Okay, I like that. What I like about BNB is that if we add a horizontal level right here, we see I have a break and retest here on the daily on that green line. We're gonna go into the 4-hour. Nice structure, looks like a ranging structure. We got a 4-hour nice bullish candle. The next one, a nice bullish pin bar right here. I like the wick on that one. We're gonna go into the 1-hour chart. Looks like we have a potential breakout happening here. Where do we have that rectangle? We have it right here. All right, right here. Okay, that's a good level right here. We have a break and retest here on the daily, on the 1-hour as well. Oh man, it almost got to the profit right here, and then it's coming down to entry. But yeah, let's see what we get here. Still BNB down to the 15-minute. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing right here. This looks to me like a proper, not a proper, like not the perfect breakout, right? But still a pretty good breakout. We're on the 1 minute right here. Quite messy on the 1 minute, isn't it? I mean, it's definitely in a good looking uptrend right here. We can add a trend line right here, and I would definitely say that it's a good uptrend. The question becomes, is this an uptrend that we want to be going long? Looking at the volume coming in is quite low. Let's see if we can perhaps add the RSI. We're going to be adding the MACD as well. See if we can find so many type of divergences here. We actually have a bearish divergence on the RSI. MACD not looking very strong here. So I don't really trust this. Let's go to the 5 minute. Taking out a trade on TRX. You think you think I should do that? Okay, let's see what we have on the what we have on the 5 minute right here. Well, you know, it does feel like we're buying at resistance, like we're buying at the very top. So gotta be careful here. Gotta be very careful. I'm in a small position. I'm happy to lose this amount. Okay, I'm happy to lose this amount if we break down. Okay, what about BNB here? Let's go into the daily again. I mean the 1 minute. Removing the RSI. The RSI gives us a sign of warning, but we're now at a good level here for BNB where I think we might want to take a trade here. Okay. Let's start with half a position here. Are we going long right here? No. We're gonna do it. Do the 10. Okay, look at that. I got filled up here now because right when I wanted to take that trade, it pumped, right? So I wanted to enter around here, and now just when I entered, like right before I clicked buy, it moved to the upside. We got TRX moving to the upside here as well. So we got 2 positions right now. We got one on BNB and one on TRX right here. BNB is breaking out. This is the move that we wanted to see. It is now about to break out right here. I'm going to be entering one more position right here, and then I'm going to be adding even more if we get a proper breakout. TRX is looking good. Let's see if we can just, we're going to keep that one. Are we? Yes, let's just open another one. Yeah. Let's get another one in. Let's get that average entry up a little bit. We've got 2 running positions right here. We're up about 6 or 7% on both. We're up 8% on TRX right now. Looking good. Looking very good on that one right here. We do not have a TP on BNB, but I'm entering a new position here on BNB right now because of the because of that breakout. Okay, awesome. Good stuff. Man, this is fun. It's been a while since I did the, crypto trading. Usually I do forex trading like this. It's been a while since I did crypto trading, but I love it. I love the volatility. When crypto moves, it's like the volatility is insane. Okay, so yeah, I love it. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you think it's fun. I'm happy you think it's fun, man. Happy to have you here. All right, let's get that like number up. Get that number of likes up. See what we got right here. All right, good breakout on BNB right here. Gonna be entering a new position on BNB right here, increasing that. Let's get a new one in. I like that entry. Okay, so this is a good entry right here on BNB. Let's get a new one in on TRX as well. Going to be increasing that stop loss now on TRX. I'm also going to be increasing that stop loss on BNB. We got some good positions secured right here. Unrealized profit and loss is about $50 right here. Right now, I'm trading a 50K USDT account live right now. 50, being able to make like $50, $100 a day, it's quite, it's quite good money. It's quite good money because, sessions like this, I usually do an hour. So I go in, I trade an hour, I take whatever, take whatever the money the market has to offer, and I'm out. And that's what I love about day trading, where you don't really. I mean, I'm a swing trader at like most of my trades in the forex market. I'm a swing trader, but then if I have a session where I'm looking to scalp, like this one right here, looking to scalp, trade lower time frames on futures, I usually take like a 1 hour session and kind of be super focused. Okay, I don't really like what we're getting on TRX. I'm just going to close that trade right here. Out of that one is a small profit on that one. Obviously, what's can I look at the history of today? Yeah, let's just look at today. Oh, okay. See what's the if I only want to see the okay, so first trade on TRX got $76 out of that one. The second one is only $8. But yeah, I really like what we got going on right here. I like BNB. We're up 20% on BNB right here. It's continue its breakout. We're going to be moving to one chart here again, and we're going to be focusing on BNB. Guys, if you like these live streams, if you want to see more live trading like this, make sure that you hit that like. We got BNB right here. When we started the session, BNB was up 0.2% on the day. It's now up 0.9% on the day. I feel like this is the move that we wanted to see. So maybe we have to close this one. We don't want to be getting greedy. Yeah, it's hitting a good level right here. Will this be the breakout? Or can we make it all the way up to that level? Can we make it all the way up to that level? What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should, would you close this trade? If you were in this trade, would you close it or would you keep it open? What do you say? Would you close the trade or would you keep it open? Let's look at the, go down to the 5-minute right here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move the TP up right below that level right here. And we can now move our stop loss up a bit as well. So we got that TP up there, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we're going to be trying to determine the trend here on the 1 minute. Look at that volume spike on that breakout. That's beautiful volume spike right here on that breakout. The price is coming down. Let's see, we're going to keep the position open. What's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so apparently I'm not going to close the trade. Yeah, I'm not going to close the trade. We keep it open. Been good so far. We're up $100 on BNB. We're up 31%, about 31% on BNB here today. Looking very good. Very good. Yeah, exactly. I'm probably gonna. This is a really good tactic actually. So if you want to close here, and you feel like I really want to close, but there's more in this, then a lot of times maybe you just want to move that stop loss. But as you can see here on the 1 minute, it has that impulse move to the upside, and then it's kind of stalling. And if it goes back down from here, then we have it looks like at least on the lower time frames, the move that we were looking for is already gone. It already happened, right? So we'll see if we can find anything. Right, looking good right here. I wish we had even lower time frames here. We can look at the crypto market right here. We see the crypto futures right here, and one thing is for certain: we managed to get in on the one coin today that was in the green and managed to move up almost 1% during this trading session. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Guys, make sure that you go to the description as well. And if you do not follow PrimeXBT, we have all the links in the description of this video. And if you do have any questions, anything that you need help with in trading, let me know in the comments and I will gladly help you out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tighten my stop loss quite a bit, right below that wick right there. So if this trade hits stop loss, it's going to be around 55. Okay, look at that volume right here. Look at that volume. Now, the interesting with volume is you see that this volume bar will change from green to red depending on the color of the candle. Okay, so this green bar is only green because the candle was bullish. It does not tell us the volume of the different, buyers or sellers. Okay, we're getting very close to our TP right here. Getting very close to our TP. Our TP right there is that green horizontal line right here. Getting very, very close to that TP. You can also see the stop loss down here. Let's see. Are we going to hit that TP or are we going to hit that stop loss? It's getting very close. I'm not going to lie. I would be slightly annoyed if we retrace from, that small of a difference. Let's see. What is the actual distance? See what the actual distance is here. Yeah, that's 0.01%. Let's see. Do you think price is going to retrace 0.01% from that TP? Now, actually, if I would not be doing this live stream, and I think it's super exciting to actually look at this candle right here in the 1 minute tells us it's a, what is this? This is a hammer, isn't it? We got the hanging man at the top and we got the hammers at the bottom. Yeah, this is a hammer and no, a hammer at top is a shooting star, isn't it? Yeah, I gotta look that up. And all these, oh, there we go. We got the TP hitting on the BNB long right here. Looking at our history today, we are up. We made some good money. We good money on this session right here. We got 138 on BNB. We got 76 on TRX. Another $8 on TRX here as well. This is a trade from yesterday I took on BTC. All right, let's see if we can get another one in for the last session of the live stream. Let's see if we can get that done. The BNB is continuing higher. It's very, very strong. Okay, so that's a really good break and retest here on the daily on BNB. We go into the 4 hour again. We got that breakout. Good breakout on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're hitting that level right now. So actually for BNB, I don't really have an option to buy this, but I definitely, I could definitely sell this. So we're going to look at the 1 minute right here. And so just remember that we're going against the trend right here. We're very much going against the trend right here. So there is, of course, the probability of us losing money on a trade like this. Very, What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna start building a position with very small size here. You just need to see rejection here, okay? You just need to see some signs of price wanting to use this level as resistance. And if we're not getting that, then we're not going to sell. But the reason is I don't want to be buying here because it's resistance, right? Okay, so first initial bearish reaction, entering one position short here. And again, I'm going to be averaging into this position based on what the 1 minute is doing here. Another position. Okay, another position. When is the 1 minute closing? Should be closing in about 20 seconds. If this 1 minute candle is going to close bearishly, I will enter a new position. If it the next one is bearish, I'm going to be entering a new one. If this one breaks out as a bullish breakout, probably. So you see the price is definitely stalling here. It's okay. Another one. Entering another position here. Where's the TP? Okay, another one. Our TP is going to be down here. We're still in the uptrend. I mean, still local uptrend right here. We're gonna be closing this trade if everything is not confirmed. Man, I hope my camera is not gonna fall. I guess ordered a couple of things. I ordered one of those Elgato things that kind of holds up the camera, and I installed it literally like a minute before going live, and I can see now that I haven't secured it, so it's like very loose. So if the camera falls, just know it's not me falling, it's the camera. I'm still here. Okay, another position. Let's go. Okay, we might want to front run that level with a TP. Okay, now we're going to be monitoring what happens at this level. We see that we do have a level right here. Okay, we might hit that level as support. You see now that the 1 minute 20 EMA is confluent with a level where price in the past kind of, it paused in the trend. So there is a likelihood of that being support. I want to move that TP up. But this is going to be the last trade of the session. If you like these live streams, if you want more like this, make sure that you hit that like and let us know in the comments as well if this is something that you would like to see more of. Okay, price is now forming a higher low. You can see that this could be viewed as a swing point on the 1 minute. It's kind of forming a swing low or a higher low right here. So we have obviously found a type of support right here. See if we can get another push to the downside. Now it looks like price wants to go higher. I'm gonna be closing that trade. Yep. Okay, I'm closing that trade right here. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be the last trade of the session here today. So far, very, very good session today with some nice profits right here. Now you can see that BNB continues its breakout to the upside. So the short idea is invalidated, and this would then have been a very good entry to the upside. A very good example of why you do not want to be trading against the trend. All right, guys, that this hour just flew. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit here. See what we got, what we're working on here with Bitcoin before we end the live stream right here. What can we say about Bitcoin? Let's mark out a range right here. I like marking out the range with the fib tool, and then I'm just going to be moving everything except the 50. So that's the 50% of the range. That's the range EQ. Bitcoin is looking strong. I think within this range on the 4 hour, I think we might... Yeah, okay, this is very tricky. I don't really have a good read on Bitcoin within this range right here, if I'm going to be honest. But on the higher time frames, long term, this is incredibly bullish. Just look at the weekly, zoom out, insanely bullish right here, and it's looking very, very bright for the altcoin market as a whole. All right. This is a great question, by the way. If gold has finished its correction, I would say, actually I have gold right here behind me. And you know what? I would say, I can't tell you for sure, of course, but looking at the chart, I think I wrote an article about this yesterday on go to PrimeXBT and can look at the market research tab, and we did see clear signs of a potential rejection or a top formation being put in on gold, but it's if you look at the higher time frames and you can zoom out, you look at gold on the weekly, and then you see where this low currently is. I mean, gold just bounced on a level where in other bull markets, and if you look at previously in this trend that we had, it looks very much like it hit a perfect support and then it's going to move higher. So even though we have some strong resistance area above, it's looking very, very bullish. We get a question right here. What is the next step for Ethereum? Well, let's take a look right here because we got Ethereum right here. Now, I know exactly where I believe that the next steps are for Ethereum because I've been doing quite a lot of analysis on this and doing the market updates on PrimeXBT website. Again, go into PrimeXBT.com, check out the market research articles. We have a lot of very talented writers. This is on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Okay, so the area that we're testing right now is this area right here. So we are in a local range testing a resistance area. If we break this level to the upside, the level that I have in mind is this one. That is the what level is that exactly? That's 3038 for a breakout. Go down to the 1 hour. What would that breakout look like? I would probably look at something like this, perhaps breaking above that trend line. But ultimately, we will want to see a break above the 2,800 level. Where do I think Bitcoin is heading next? Okay, so it's very difficult. Well, up. I don't know where, but I think it's going to go up. That's okay. So we get Abe. Look at Abe. Now this is interesting. This had a huge move just now. Very interesting. That's definitely some. We're getting some interesting movements in the altcoin market, like right now. Right now, we're actually getting some really good movements. Okay, guys, I really wish I had more time because I could be doing this for hours. Okay, not hours. Maybe. Okay, maybe maybe someday. For Bitcoin, it's very difficult because it's in a range and it's quite choppy. So for Bitcoin, I'd like to, look at the daily, the weekly, and I'd like to say that the trend is very, very bullish, but we also have quite strong levels to the downside. All right, guys, I would like to thank you all for joining us here today at PrimeXBT Academy. Again, if you like these live streams, make sure that you hit the like and let us know in the comments if you want more live streams like this one. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I hope to see you all in the next live stream as well. And we will make sure to try to go live here as often as possible to help you guys out if we're seeing this volatility come back into the market. All right, guys, take care and see you all in the next one.